Vlog. Time to go over the wild pitching performance that just went on. 5 innings, or 5.1 innings, 100 pitches on the dot, 70 strikes, or 69 strikes, 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and 9 Ks. Now, there's a couple things to look at here. You can look at the hits and the runs and say I got rocked. You can look at the number of strikes and the number of strikeouts compared to walks and say that, you know, I did decently good. But in reality, I let up 5 runs in the same amount of innings I pitched. Really didn't have my best stuff. But let me tell you something. And this is not me not being accountable. You know, I missed some pitches. I let up some hits that I probably shouldn't have. But the amount of bloopers and just weak, like, jam shots and good pitches I executed that they just doinked into the outfield was ridiculous. There wasn't a ball hit over an outfielder's head. There was maybe 1 or 2 extra base hits that just found like a huge hole in the gap. But there was maybe 1 or 2 true hard hit balls. And it makes me think, like, I don't know if that's on me for not executing a pitch better or it's just unlucky, because I swear to you, half of the hits, like 5 or 6 of the hits, were well executed pitches. When it comes to the curveball and commanding it, that was the thing I wanted to get good this game. It was good. Every time I wanted to throw a chase, I would get it in the dirt or away from the strike zone, and I'd get a bite or I'd get a chase from the hitter. Every time I'd want to get me over to start the count, I had no problem doing that too. Obviously, there were a couple that got away from me, but really the curveball felt really good out of the hand, especially in game situation. It hasn't felt that good out of the hand in a while. So I got no video, so I can't remember off the top of my head like which inning did what, and there were so many pitches and so many innings, but it's ridiculous. I had 5 strikeouts out of the first 6 outs that I had, and in between all of that were just doink hits and bloopers, man. It was ridiculous. Now, I overthrew a pickoff at first base after slipping when I stepped off. I slipped a couple times on the mound and threw a couple wild pitches. And that's not an excuse, it's just what happened. You know, my cleats just didn't, I don't know, no traction on the mound. I felt like I was on a slip and slide at times. I don't know what to think about the outing today. You know, you can look at it and say I got rocked. You know, the last time I threw more than 3 innings in a game, I don't even remember, a couple years ago. So you can look at it from that perspective, and, you know, it's good that I got more reps on the mound. I do have to be better for next outing. It's just, I don't know how much better. That might be a dumb thing to say, but I really didn't pitch horribly. I wasn't pitching for velocity. I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't throwing. I felt good, and it was just a couple unlucky breaks, honestly. And again, I feel like I'm not being accountable by saying that, but that's the reality of it. Everyone assured me of it. When I was down, they were like, bro, that's the most unlucky baseball I've ever seen. And it just is what it is. A couple calls went the other way. A couple caught stealings that should have been, you know, weren't called. I balked like 2 times because I wasn't coming set. I was counting a 1/1000 in my head. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. Overall, I don't want to say it's horrible. I know the stat line isn't great and the ERA isn't great, but if this happens again next outing, I think we're going to find better results. I think this is a fluke. So going to go for a run later and take it from there. All right, vlog, the run is complete. 3 miles, 8:25, 8:45, 8:35. Average pace of 8:36 per mile. 90 degrees. Wearing all black. It ain't easy out here, but after much procrastination, we got it done. Freaking my car had to get jumped at the high school we were at. So 45-minute drives, back and forth, finally got it to go. And that was that. So that took up a lot of time, but run is complete. Man, that was hard. The sun was beating on me almost the entire time. I tried to find shade, but it just wasn't in my path. So, I mean, we got her done. We did what we had to do. I mean, this was the plan. The plan was to drop the pace and to get 3 miles done because I threw so many pitches today. I'm not going to go to the gym because of that. My right arm, it feels great, honestly. After 100 pitches, it feels a lot better than you'd expect, but lifting weights, I just think will not be quality. Done it before with a sore arm. The right side is just weak and it's like almost limp after a couple reps. So I think it's best to rest for the day, but for sure had to get the run in. And because I threw so many pitches again, I went the extra mile, dropped the pace a little, probably cancels out in the end, but I think it was really quality. So that's done. That's gonna be the day. I'm tired, man, after that outing and after that run. I don't got much left in the tank, so that's gonna be me signing off. Song of the day is Couldn't Stand the Weather by Stevie Ray Vaughan, but the live version at Austin City Limits. That guitar solo is top of all time. I think it's worth sharing, worth checking out. But besides that, I'm out.